I'm Evan.
Hi, I'm Cammie.
And we just got out of Solo. We're sitting in the car. And what do you think?
Oh,
wait, before we start, the little clip of music that I had right in the beginning of this is by Jesse Mercury from a song of his called Asteroid Field. And after the episode, I'll be playing the song in its entirety. And it's all about Han Solo and Princess Leia and the asteroid field scene in Empire Strikes Back. So, anyway, on with the show. What'd you think?
I loved it.
I kept looking over at you, and your mouth was just open.
Yeah, there were a few scenes that caught me off guard, and it was neat. It was a really, really good background of answered a lot of questions about Han Solo without having to read a book.
Did you go into it with any kind of expectations? Or because we did a really good job at staying completely away from spoilers.
Right.
And so I guess I kind of had, I don't know if they were expectations, but I had things that I kind of wanted to see. You know, we always heard about the Kessel Run and you know how Han met Chewie and all these things, and so I was hoping that we would that we would see those things. And
yeah. Well, I mean, if we didn't see, if they left out the part where Han met Chewie, if they left out the part where Han met Chewie, I mean, you know, that's pivotal.
Yeah.
That would have been, dumb. So that's in there.
Right.
But that's not a spoiler. That has to be in there. And, you know, obviously everyone wants to see the Kessel Run. And, and
how Han gets the Millennium Falcon. You know, that's something we've always wanted to. And we knew Lando. I almost wanted to see Lando more than anybody in the movie. And I kept thinking, I want to see how Han gets, you know, because we knew he won at gambling with Lando. And so I was hoping we'd see that.
I did not, how they scripted that was not what I expected.
Oh, really?
Right. I expected, well, that would, never mind. I can't spoil that. But it wasn't as straightforward as I thought.
I've been seeing a lot online about, you know, people. Yeah, it's okay.
How can people think it's okay?
It's okay. But
that's ridiculous.
It was fine, but they wanted more. But I get that's just the age we live in today. Nothing's ever enough. You know,
what a bunch of spoiled brats. Seriously? I mean, unless you're expecting some Peter Jackson drawn out thing.
I don't know if it's our age, but I knew exactly what I was getting into. I knew it was going to be just a fun Star Wars movie.
Right.
And that's exactly what it was. It was just fun. It was funny. It was action-packed. I thought, I don't know what his name is, but the guy that played Han Solo, I thought did an amazing job.
Oh, he was awesome.
A lot of folks are having a hang-up about having someone other than Harrison Ford playing Han Solo, but, you know, Ewan McGregor played a young Obi-Wan and was amazing. Nobody else could have played a young Obi-Wan. You know, and people didn't, I don't remember people having a fit over that.
No, and Ewan McGregor was phenomenal.
Yeah. And so,
well, get a grip. I mean, how are we going to paint down Harrison Ford to be able to...
Well, you can't. I mean,
run
you
around,
have to
jump around, and look 23 years old. I mean...
Right. And I don't know how old Han was supposed to be in this. I imagine young 20s, I guess.
Right. And...
I'm thinking.
Well,
we know Chewie was, 190 something?
Yeah. Oh, well, you blew that. Okay, so...
Oh, no, that's been in the trailers.
Oh, okay. Yeah, when Chewie said that he was 190 years old, Han said, "Wow, you look good for your age."
I know.
That was funny. And
yeah, it was just. I thought whoever this new guy is playing Chewbacca did an amazing job. There was a lot less CGI in it than I thought there was going to be as far as the creatures. I was hoping they weren't going to make a lot of the creatures CGI. It seemed like they were mostly, practical effects.
I thought it was good. There was nothing in this movie I didn't like. Nothing.
Yeah, me neither.
I would have to think of a complaint.
Well, and I remember, coming out of Last Jedi, I was really excited and I liked it. But there was just those one or two little things that were just kind of, whereas this movie, I can't think of a single thing that I didn't like.
No.
Where I just thought it was, I didn't think anything was dumb or, yeah. It was just fun. It was a super fun.
It was,
movie.
And there was a couple of times that I was like, oh wow.
There's a ton of little Easter egg stuff. I mean, we'll have to watch it. Obviously, we're going to watch it more than once. But, we'd see that one thing and I'd point at the screen. Look at that! Look at that! Or you hear a lot of name drops, too, from the original movies where it's like, okay, yeah, where it's just kind of cool hearing.
Or planet names.
Yeah.
That you recognize. You're like, ooh, I know where that is.
Yep. And they have stuff. Another thing a lot of people were complaining about was the expanded universe being non-canon anymore. But look how much stuff they're bringing in from the expanded universe. There was some stuff in this movie.
Oh, yeah.
That's from that. And, like Star Wars Rebels, there's a bunch of expanded universe stuff in that. And I think Disney would be stupid not to include some of that stuff because there's so much.
Exactly.
And why you've got this huge this huge work, the books, the shows, the comic books, all that stuff. You've already got this stuff available to you. Why dump it all and try to come up with new things?
Right.
And so I think that's what they're doing is, I think they realized, we can't make all that stuff non-canon. That's ridiculous.
Exactly.
And so I'm really glad to see. Oh, and I had heard about there being one character in particular that we see where you'll just go, no way!
Oh, yeah.
But I had no clue who it was.
Well, see, I didn't even know that there was a moment like that.
Right.
And so when I saw it, I was floored. And
I was just, no way.
And we were holding hands, and you squeezed my hand, and
I know. I think your leg is like bruised in 3 different places. I mean, squeezing your leg, they're in different.
Well,
parts.
I was worried I broke your fingers, and your fingers are like 9 times my size. But I think that was the one time that I even felt you look at me.
Yeah, that was your biggest jaw-dropping moment right there.
Yeah. I had to pick my face up off my knees at that point, and I was like, oh my word, how, because there were thousands of people that they could have put in that.
It could have been anybody.
Place.
Could have been anybody.
And I mean, the storylines could have been huge, but the person that they did put in that one itty bitty cameo,
yeah,
it's like, oh, the possibilities.
Yeah.
And so right away I was thinking of all the amazing little side stories that could go with that.
Yeah.
It's like,
I want to talk about it so bad because there's other things I want to say about it, but we probably shouldn't.
I just all of a sudden my mind went in a million different directions about all the side stories that could go with that, because that opened infinite possibilities of storylines.
I feel a lot calmer after watching this than I did when we were done with The Last Jedi. And I think it's because it's more of a side story rather than, the main, because with Last Jedi we knew we were wondering what's going to happen with Luke. There was what was going to happen with Snoke, just all of this stuff. Whereas this was just kind of a nice 2-hour side story about Han Solo. And so it wasn't like it wasn't like I was waiting for these huge reveals or secrets to be revealed. You know what I mean? It was. I felt much calmer watching this than I did The Last Jedi. It was almost more. It was more fun than The Last Jedi because I wasn't so amped up.
Oh, I don't know. I get equally amped at every Star Wars, and I'm equally.
I guess I wasn't so nervous, is what I mean. I wasn't so nervous for this because I knew exactly what. Because I wasn't really expecting a whole bunch of stuff and worrying about being wrong or, you know.
Oh, I feel the same anticipation at every new Star Wars thing, and then I'm equally as excited and giddy after it. Even an episode of Star Wars Rebels gives me the same feeling. I mean, as soon as it comes on, it's like, ee!
Yeah.
And as soon as it's over, ee!
Yeah.
So I don't know. I have the. I guess there's no. If it's Star Wars and I haven't seen it, it's irregardless of what it is. I'm the same kind of slobbering nerd.
I'm completely satisfied with it. I am absolutely satisfied with this movie. Like, I'm very comfortable with it. I'm not, you know. Yeah, I'm satisfied with it. Totally.
Right. And I can't understand. I just can't understand why people say I like it.
What, honey? They're just.
How can that? I don't get it.
It's better than I hate it.
Well, see, that would be twice as dumb.
Well,
I can't understand why people aren't running around going, I love it.
I've talked to folks who aren't even going to watch it because they were so mad at The Last Jedi, they have completely cut themselves off from Star Wars for the rest of their lives. And that's what I don't understand.
They need to just get off the internet. They're really.
Maybe it's just. I think it's just kind of an age thing. I think we're older, you know, so we don't get all caught up in the angst of. I'm sorry. What? There are people. Yeah, I don't get it.
Oh heavens.
Yeah.
Honest.
Yeah. If I'm lying, I'm dying.
Oh, Gads almighty. Oh, Gads. Now, this podcast has just gone way off course. And if I jump on this soapbox...
I'll never have another listener ever.
I need wine immediately.
Let's go to Costco, get Costco wine.
Ooh, I wonder if they have the mango wine.
Big, giant... We still have like 4 bottles at home.
Oh, no, we don't.
Oh, yes, we do.
Oh, honey, I'm in that pantry way more often than you are.
I will bet you... What do you want to bet? There are 2 bottles of mango wine in that pantry.
I will bet you dishes for 3 weeks.
I already do the dishes.
You don't put them in the dishwasher?
You don't want me to put them in the dishwasher. I tried putting them in the dishwasher, once, maybe twice?
You put the forks and the knives going straight up. That's cause for serrating your wrists, man.
You know what? Apparently I skipped that day of home ec in high school.
Okay, if you have to load the dishwasher correctly and unload it.
No, we're going to bet
for 3
something
weeks.
else. There is mango wine in the pantry. I'm not kidding you. I might not know how many bottles there are, but there is mango wine in the pantry.
There's 1 bottle.
Okay, you said there isn't any, so I'm right.
No, you said there's 4 bottles.
I didn't say 4 bottles. I said like 2.
Rewind this tape. You said there's 4 bottles, and I said no.
Rewind this tape.
Okay, that's retro. Never mind.
We are old.
Yeah. Well, we're mature enough that a Star Wars movie doesn't ruin my childhood.
That is very true.
Wiggle bottom. And by the way, when you listen to this, you did say there's 4 bottles of mango wine, and that's what I'm betting.
Well, then I retract that statement. I meant that there's wine. I meant that there's mango wine in the pantry.
Oh well, there's 1, not 4.
There's Sarah.
You're deflecting.
Deflecting what?
Deflecting the bet.
Well,
What do you want to bet? I want to bet dishes. Okay, let's bet something else. Now all of a sudden you're backpedaling. Oh, look, there's Sarah. Hi, Sarah. No, you're deflecting. Deflecting to all of you people listening to this podcast.
Don't you need to cough or something?
That cough medicine the doctor gave me yesterday works pretty well.
Apparently it does.
Yeah.
I don't know if we need wine. I don't know if you need wine.
Oh dear, you lost an argument. In all fairness, people listening to this podcast, whoever you are, he is right. My husband is right 95% of the time in our marriage.
I think it's more like 98.
Okay, I'll give him that.
I'm probably wrong about that too.
Oh, no. Okay, he's right 98% of the time in our marriage. But at this particular time, we do not have 4 bottles of mango wine in our pantry, which...
I know there's one. Isn't there one still in the fridge? And I think you got a couple stuff down in the cabinet with all the old Tupperware and Corningware and.
No, that's a Moscato.
Like your Gatorade stash that you open any cupboard door in the house and there's bottles of Gatorade. Bathroom cupboards.
That's for the apocalypse.
Oh, okay.
That you swear is coming.
It ain't coming. Not like how people think.
Oh, sorry.
All right. Are we done?
I loved Han Solo.
I did too.
It was awesome.
Man, that was a good movie.
Yeah.
Okay. Either people are laughing or they're smashing their cell phones.
Oh, they've stopped listening by now.
Probably. All right. I don't know how to sign off on this thing.
Go see the movie. It was awesome.
Absolutely. And coming up is Asteroid Field by Jesse Mercury. You can find him on Twitter. You can find him on Bandcamp at SciFi Project or at Jesse Mercury. He's also on Facebook. I highly recommend visiting him and checking out his music. He's a synthpop artist from the year 3000, stuck in our time, trying to get back home.
Definite shout out to Jesse and Andy.
Yeah. All right. We'll talk to y'all later.
May the force be with you.
And you.
Yeah. I love you.
I know.
Cute.
Today